Hi besties, it's shawarma day on Diary of a Kitchen Lovers YouTube channel. I think this is one of my most requested recipes and I decided to take my time to film this for you just like the other recipes. I don't always want to work on volume every time. I try to work on quality. So I know I have a couple of other shawarma recipes on this channel, but I decided to film this from the scratch. I don't think I have this length of recipe for shawarma. I want a situation whereby you recreate it and maybe make a business out of it or something, you know, just like the other recipes. So I'm not going to talk too much. We're making chicken shawarma today and we're going to be using some chicken thighs. Yes, this is what we're going to be using. I'm going to show you how to make this. You can either grill, you can pan cook. I'm going to be pan cooking because of timing, and a lot of people don't know how to pan cook, especially raw chicken, because a lot of people believe that you have to boil your chicken. After boiling, you now fry. Some people will even boil, they will now grill. No, boiling is just a cooking method. Pan grilling, which we are going to be doing, is also a cooking method, and that's what we're going to be using for our chicken. So it's like a soft chicken laps that we're going to be using. Let's get started. Sharpening my knife, very, very important to cut chicken. So like I said, I'm using the chicken thigh laps, and this is the soft one I'm using. So what I want to do now is to debone it and take out the meat. What you just want to do is to make sure that there's no bone in, because while chewing your shawarma, you don't want to be chewing bone. Do you understand? So we're just going to cut out the meat real quick. So yeah, what I'm just doing is deboning the chicken, just taking out the flesh from the bone. You can use a paring knife, or if you have a chef knife, you can use a chef knife too. Yeah, just debone the chicken, so you have more of the flesh, and now you can cut out to your desired shape, size rather. Now, in case this one is too stressful for you to debone, you can use different types of protein. You can use different parts of chicken. You can use the chicken breast, which is not sweet. You can use any meaty part of chicken. You can use turkey. You can use goat meat, ram meat, cow meat. Like any protein of choice you can use for your shawarma. I just thought to show you guys how to pan cook these, and if you have like raw stuff, instead of throwing it into the grill or air fryer, which is also okay, you can also pan cook in very little oil. And one thing about pan cooking, these tiny cuts, is they cook really fast. Like in less than 10 minutes they are cooked. So just make your shawarma right after. And then in case you are wondering what you can use these leftover parts of the chicken that you already deboned for, you can use it to make stock, your chicken stock. You can use it to make stock and now give your dogs or your neighbor's dogs the bone when you're done. But it's perfect for stock, like you still get the rich flavor and then the health benefits and all that. So now we have the raw chicken. Please remember that you should always spice your raw protein before you take it inside the heat. Always spice your raw protein. Like spicing it means marinating it. So this is what I'm trying to do. So this is yaji, this is a little bit of curry, and this is seasoning. So now the yaji has seasoning, so we're not going to put too much. This is what I'm going to be spicing my chicken with. So now you can leave this to marinate for some time or just throw it into your pan almost immediately. Naturally, chicken has oil on its own. So I'm going to start by just transferring the chicken into my dry pan. I'll move it around and see how much oil comes out. If I need to add some more oil, I'm just going to drizzle it over. Do you understand? So now pan cooking, like I earlier mentioned, is also a method of cooking. You can season your protein and then toss it into the oven or your air fryer, depending on your preference. But I just thought to show you guys this method that it also works, especially for people that don't have air fryer and oven at home. Just toss it on your pan, move it around, and you will know when it is cooked. Once it is cooked, just set it aside and allow it cool down, and then we'll make our cream mixture. Okay. Now, some people use sausages in their shawarma. I personally do not like to add sausage in my shawarma because people keep saying, oh, this is actually true that sausage is not so healthy. So imagine you eating all of these things and still adding an unhealthy sausage inside. But some people also do. So for the sake of people that eat it, I'm going to just put it on the pan and just pan cook it. Because of that, I'm just going to put very little oil over the pan so that the sausage can cook very well. Now that this is ready, you just want to set it aside and allow it cool off, and then go ahead to make your cream mixture. I think the cream mixture is always what stands this shawarma out, and I'm going to show you how I do it real quick. To prepare the cream, you'll be needing mayonnaise. Be very generous with your mayonnaise, okay? Well, depending on the quantity that you're making. Now, you need to add some ketchup. Honestly, the reason why I always add ketchup to mine is because of color. But then again, you can also achieve this color with paprika. I would also add very little paprika. Now, you need to add some honey. Honey is very important. But if you don't have honey, you can add sugar. Okay, evaporated milk, or you can use any type of milk, skimmed milk, any milk that your system tolerates. Okay, and then down to my secret ingredient, which is yaji. That's soya spice, very important. And now you want to add some lemon juice for preservation, especially, and then to like water down the sweetness so you have sweet and tangy. But most times I use lemon juice for preservation, especially if you want to keep the cream for longer. For beauty, parsley flakes. And of course, to give you that herby taste. So just combine this together. Let's make our shawarma now. This is my empty bowl. For the shawarma, I love to mix all my ingredients in one bowl. This is so that for every bite, you are getting something very juicy. So unlike the one where they just pour the cabbage, they pour the carrots, they put the beef, and then they sprinkle small cream for you. Make enough cream, pour everything inside the bowl, mix it very well, and then transfer it into your shawarma wrap and eat. Like till the very last bite. Ha! Let's start. So we have cabbage here. Cabbage goes in first. Next is the carrots. Now I'll add my cooked chicken. And then I'll go in with the cream. Now give this a good mix. So you see that this is a secret to making a very creamy shawarma. Instead of pouring everything one by one and sprinkling cream, Just add the cream very well, mix everything together before putting it inside the shawarma bread. Just make sure that everything is well combined. So you can see that it is extremely creamy, and you get your, for every bite, you know, you have some tingling feeling in your system. These are the shawarma bread I'll be using. For those that are not in Nigeria, I know that it's always very hard to find this particular naan. You can also use tortilla, just that it won't give you that Niger shawarma stuff, but feeling. But what you can do is make sure you toast it on the pan very well so that it can be crispy and to be close to what this will taste like. Now for this bread, some people, or especially shawarma sellers, they always cut it into two to sometimes manage the naan, and most times to make sure that all the filling sits well. But then again, you can, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut mine, because most times when you cut it, it's always very messy. You won't even get the round shape. Sometimes it's always very, very messy. So I'm not going to cut mine. This is what I'm going to use to wrap my own. Or if you want to cut yours, please go ahead. If you want to cut it, there's a line in the middle of the circle that you can just trace. Let me warn you, most times it doesn't work. Most times. Let's wrap our shawarma. So what I want to do is this is going to be my edge. So I just want to put cream so that it can close very well, or it can seal up very well. So now, put in my shawarma filling. For those that eat sausage, this is the time to put your sausage, and then roll it carefully. Carefully. And here you go, guys. So now this is well sealed. This is the part that you put on the hot pan. Now you want to place this sealed part on the hot pan or the heating pan so that it cooks first before you flip. It has heated enough. And just like that, shawarma is ready. Shawarma is very easy to prepare so long as you get the technique right and you get your cream mixture right. So I think the difference is always in the cream mixture and the application. So most times people forget to mix the ingredients together, and with that you have a very dry bite for every time you take a bite. But if you try this out, you come back and thank me later. So whether it's a family gathering, whether it's you just treating yourself, or whether it's you have friends over and everything, try and make this recipe for them and you will definitely love it. And please make sure you use yaji. Okay, bye. I'm sure by the time you watch this video, you already see my yaji recipe. So use my yaji recipe to make this one, and trust me, no miss at all. Let me know if you enjoyed watching this video in the comment section, and if you'll be trying this recipe, let us know in the comment section, and give this video a thumbs up in the comment section as usual. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this shawarma recipe. I can't wait to see all of your recreations. You know how we do it now. Bye, besties.